opens up into this great, expansive stillness. And even that has a point. And when you find that, which is, if you're doing, I find this, it's here or here, wherever, then it's, when he touches that, then it goes even beyond the concept of open, expansive, silent space. Then you start to die. Then your ego, which is energetic, habitual patterns of the mind, begins to dissolve into that. And that's where you start to change. That's when you walk away from the session, not the same person you came as. You have dissected the ego. You can feel it, you can see it, you know it. Everyone looks at you differently. You look at everything is different. Everything has changed. The picture has changed. And then you go back to your life, and because of the habit of the mind, it may start to fade back. Like a balloon that's lost its air, those helium balloons, it starts to drift slowly back. And then you can dance again to remind yourself. And when he touches the key, when you find the key, you can commit to it, you can stay with it. If it moves, you can support that too. If it rises, you can support that. If it descends. And you can also, then there's this part where this point is no longer on the body. It's just in the body field. And then you can just sit with that. You can just sit with me.
Can you try volunteer someone?
Yeah. Let me see my glasses. Who wants to volunteer? Who doesn't want to volunteer?
Feels good, so.
Yeah, it feels good. Another word for that is it feels God. Lanka? It's just the shy way of saying God. Good. Okay. See, it's here. It's here in the throat. It's built up in the throat. It's running for the throat. But I'm not going to slam into her throat just yet. So what supports her throat? Her heart and mind. What supports the heart? Fire. The fire reminds the heart of its support. And when the fire rises into the heart, there can be an expansion of love. But her throat it's just blocking the heart. So I'm going to support the throat that wants to say, look at me first, you know, I'm black, no, me. Then we'll get to this. It needs attention. It needs attention because it didn't get hurt. Now we're hearing it. I see your throat. I see your voice. Beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah. Now the heart can pulse through the throat. And the mind begins to remember. Yeah. So this is a conversation between your throat and your heart. And the mind is beginning to surrender. And my love is beginning to surrender. Who's healing Yes. And then you have to honor. You have to honor. You know. Now she has to be brave because we found the spot in between, the key to the throat and the heart. So she's surrendering. And as she surrenders, I surrender. And there's a triangle because she's a woman, she's female. So I'm placing her in her power. Yeah. Yes. 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 It's everywhere. I don't have to touch it. It's all here. Yeah. Yeah. Now she's healing herself. Even better. Yeah. And I can support that. I can support that by observing it and by honoring it. I can add intensity to it. Now we're at the peaceful part. And we could go and go and go. What did she want to say all along? She may be saying it right now. Yes. Yes, she is. And it's in her vision. She's connecting with her inner vision. Yes. And now the heart and the head and everything in between. Is one. In this moment. Yes. And she can speak her truth. And she is free. I can't stand it anymore. Come back here.
She wants to share.
When you're ready, you can just share what happened, if you can put it into words from your point of view.
Actually, I have been facing that situations whereby I feel that there's a lot of energy from here, but every time it's blocking, I cannot shout. Like something is stuck here, really cannot come out. So I feel like suffer sometimes because I use a lot of energy to push it out. Yes. So like just now, the healing, I feel that there is a connection between the heart and the throat. So I feel that moment, I feel that it's connected. That make me feel peaceful and calm. That I no need to spend so much energy to let it out.
Yeah.
And every time when I did inner dance, I will connect to I will say the word.
Beautiful words.
I don't know. Every time. So for that part is okay. But my problem is when my throat is broken, that make me very suffer each time when I did inner dance. Now I can feel that. Actually,
Can you feel the difference?
Yeah, I can feel the difference. My throat and my heart is like connected.
Connected. Yeah. So that's connecting them through observation.
One thing is it surrender so that the heart and I need to. I need to surrender. Then only.
That's an initial key that will support the process. But you also, what you beautifully did was, you felt your own energy rising.
Yeah.
So you follow that, like a scientist or like a detective or you follow it. You don't let it out of your sight. Not with the mind, but with the inner knowing.
There's a system that comes up that you need to follow.
I need to.
Only you know.
Yeah.
You know your system.
Yeah, because I every time I like to control it. I refuse to surrender.
Yeah.
So I feel suffer.
Yeah. So surrender is the first step in your system. Yeah.
All right.
It's a universal system. And then you honor the rising, which creates the alignment through the observation.